in Saudi Arabia last week as the national team plays in Assam, as you mentioned, after nearly 5 years. Second place in the group will also take India into the Asian Cup 2027. It's 2005 against Pakistan, 93 goals in India's blue. It has also made it a point to let everyone know that that statistic matters a lot less than what is on the line for this massive country. And that is the roar that was missing in Saudi Arabia. A Guwahati welcome for the national team. For the first time since the win against Oman in the World Cup qualifier in 2019. And the training sessions were packed with onlookers in the run-up. The city plastered with banners urging support. And there is something different about how this sport is seen and followed in the northeast of India. There is something different that it can add to those on the pitch. A wonderful atmosphere, and hope it takes us all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite the dignitaries present with us here today. Mr. Devajit Lord Saikia, Advocate General Assam. Mr. Kausar Jamil Halali, IAS Secretary Sports and Youth Welfare, Government of Assam. Mr. Kalyan Chaube, President All India Football Federation. Dr.
The AIFF President, Mr. Kalyan Chaube, in presence, along with I.M. Vijayan, just behind him. Another legend of the game, of course, Zohib Amiri, the captain of Afghanistan, the last man to win a game against India. Afghanistan have won just once in 12, and Zohib Amiri was on the pitch when they won that SAF Cup final in 2013.
He had a good performance in the previous game, and he'll want to continue and take his team forward. As I said earlier, trying to make that hurdle for India difficult to cross, make that hurdle higher for India difficult to cross, but India will want that win. They've got the crowd support behind them tonight at a ground where Sunil scored as well, and he'll want to add another goal to his tally. We saw even Mahesh can come on and get some goals to his name. Manveer through the channels, Liston Kulas on the other side will want to provide those balls for Sunil Chhetri.
Igor Stimac clear about no changes in the shape of the squad. He believes in the back four, but it's less about the shape and more about the combination. Disjointed was the word used after that 0-0 result. That has to turn into cohesion.
It will have to turn into cohesion very, very quickly, because the past 5 results have brought no goals, and alongside with that, no wins either. Sunil Chhetri will want to turn those stats around, will want to add his name to the goal scoring list one more time today, because the last time Sunil scored was 5 years ago against Oman in a 2-1 defeat. Today he will want that 2-1 if it is maybe so, but with a win to his name.
And of course we remember Novi Kapadia, with all his knowledge on Indian football. This is the squad. Subhashish Bose, Liston Colasso and Brandon Fernandes come into the lineup. Brandon starts for the first time in more than a year.
And it's a good idea, and it's a good attacking change, because Brandon as a number 10 will be able to provide those balls not only for Sunil Chhetri to get at the end of, but also Liston Colasso with his pace, Manveer with his ever-present pace and hard-working ethics, providing that bit of attacking talent to it. He'll be the one deciding whether they can probably come in from both their wings, playing on opposite feet, not just crossing the ball, and probably come in, cut in against the Afghanistani defense and take some shots at goal. But Brandon, with his vision, could be probably the key, where Apuya links up with Brandon and finds Liston on those wings to play those balls alongside Sunil Chhetri and Manveer.
It will be interesting to see where Liston plays, which side Manveer plays, whether Brandon is at 10 or on the left. It was fantastic to watch Liston Colasso make a start as well. If Chhetri will be on his own up front, or will he play slightly in the hole. Subhashish Bose also comes in for Akash Mishra, and there is some experience in this Afghanistan setup as well. They are tough and they can be very difficult to break down.
One of the reasons why probably Subhashish has also been brought in is to add that bit of physicality. If you just look back at the previous game, Afghanistan were a very physical stride. They wanted to break down, making sure India doesn't gain that momentum to play football freely, get confidence on the ball. The Indian side was closed down rather quickly, allowing no time for the likes of Apuya to find a linking pass, find an attacking pass. Nikhil Pujari earning a yellow card in that game. He will want to add that overlapping run, trying to deliver crosses. Could be an idea for Igor Stimac to find that goal.
Igor Stimac with some big words as well after that 0-0. A massive promise to the country to take them into the third round of the World Cup qualifiers. It has never happened. But 3 points tonight. And it is a dream within a dream. India have things to do. They must hurry. No time for too many changes. No time to wait and watch. No time to fuss over the future. With a present that needs urgency, the result in Abha must be forgotten. India in light blue, Afghanistan in white. Guwahati's cold wind. It was here that they beat Nepal in 2015. Oman in 2019. Can it be Afghanistan in 2024? A country on the edge of its seat. Another Indian odyssey. And it all starts with an offside for Manveer Singh.
But that's great intent, trying to play that ball forward. Jeekson looking confident on the ball. Manveer showing composure just to keep that ball in possession. Make sure the attack has an intent to it. Just that ball being released a little quicker, and we would have had a first cross. Igor Stimac will have a lot of positives to take from the previous game, because you learn a lot from your losses, and India have 5 of those in the previous encounters.
465 minutes without a goal for India. Sunil Chhetri was offside anyway.
Sigh of relief, especially from the Afghanistani defense, because Sunil Chhetri was through. Subhashish doing very well, and he was onside. Referee thinking otherwise, raising the offside flag, and probably that's why there's a sigh of relief, saying, I'm going to get through on the next one.
India's last goal came against Kuwait 6 games ago. It was not Chhetri, it was Manveer Singh who scored that night. Longest goalless run since 2000, which is quite something. Afghanistan coming down the left. Cross was blocked. Tawfiq Skandari with the attempted inbound ball.
Afghanistan showing their attacking intent, trying to take on defenders. And Kandari just a hint of handball, and Ashley wasn't happy with that decision. Wants a replay, wants a screen right there. But he's been in Indian football, he's been in these situations. He will want to get a win. Speaking to him earlier, he also spoke about how he got the boys in tuned, ready for the game, adjusting, tweaking travel plans, going to Bangalore earlier, then coming on to Guwahati. Getting a day more than the Indian team to train, recover and get ready for this game.
Chhetri pokes it out wide for Liston. Here's Brandon. Sunil Chhetri on the turn! And then blasted over by Manveer Singh. An incredible miss.
Brandon Fernandez causing all sorts of problem with that ball coming in. Sunil Chhetri doing well to just get that ball under control. The cross comes in. Sharif Mohammed slips. Sunil had a turn, but the goalpost coming to the goalkeeper saving. And Manveer at the end of that could not convert that ball. Get India the opener tonight. Benefit of the doubt, there was a bit of a bobble on the ball as well for Manveer not to be able to convert that ball. But with the caliber that Manveer has, he should be converting these.
He knows it. But a good attack from India. Liston once more. Burning pace down the left. Liston with a shot. Wayward.
Has the ability and wants to get that first shot off really quickly. Showing great composure on the ball. Cuts in, takes that shot, but just could not keep it on target. But this is good intent from India. Attacking, keeping themselves on the front foot. Wanting them to get the first goal of the evening.
Much better beginning than what happened in Aba. Even though Afghanistan also grew into that game. But they were prepared for that. They looked more comfortable. They sat back, they were compact. It is India's prerogative to open this game up.
Being the home team with the crowd support, they'll want to put that front foot forward, get the opener. And the intent has been very, very attacking from India in these first 5 minutes.
So many times it's in the mind, Robin, and when a chance like that falls to a striker, especially with very little time to think of what you're going to do, what's happening in the mind though?
Knowing Manveer, he's been in these situations before. The positive out of all of that is the fact that he's getting into the right places, and he'll want to get in one more time.
Brandon. Subhashish. Apuya tried to flick that in.
Had time to control the ball. Apuya in the box decided to be a little clever, trying to play a flick on for Sunil. Just missing that. But then again, you can see how high the Indian team is, pressing Afghanistan back into their own half. Rahul Beke and Anwar Ali pressing the rest of the team forward, with just one Afghanistani striker chasing them down, trying to close those long balls if any of them are going to come through.
Rahul Beke on the ball, one of the better players in Saudi Arabia. Had given away to Tawfiq Skandari. He tries to switch it to Muzawar Ahadi. Ahadi's ball in towards the far post. Interesting one. India concede a corner.
Rahul Beke doing well to just get a header on that. But Afghanistan switching play really, really quickly from one wing to the other. Ball being whipped in, and Rahul Beke taking no prisoners, taking no risks either. Wanted a bit more communication, but now they'll have to deal with a corner.
You all know about Ashley Westwood and his training methods. The physicality that he adds to a side, the fight, the determination. And during set pieces, all those things make a massive difference.
One thing that you'll never see less of from an Ashley Westwood side is the hunger, the desire to fight for things.
Skandari delivers this. Oh, Zohib Amiri and Gurpreet Singh Sandhu on point with his reflexes.
Gurpreet Singh Sandhu being called into action and making sure there is no difference in this scoreline. Amiri getting ahead of their man and getting a very good header, getting away from Subhashish. But Gurpreet Singh ready. Gets a hand to it, gets it over the crossbar. For India, probably that's a wake-up call for India, just to be ready, make sure the marking's tight enough.
I wonder who was chasing him. Amiri on his own, just peeling away. Subhashish is in that group of players in blue. This time Mahadi's ball. Again looking for that front post flick. Zohib Amiri once more.
Afghanistan doing well to get Amiri free one more time. And their blocks coming from Afghanistani players to make sure their captain is free. So this is where India need to do better, make sure somebody can get free earlier.
There's the flick. Popelze's ball. Played away by Jeekson, very central. Space and chance for a shot. India suddenly under pressure. Shot straight to Gurpreet. And finally, Guwahati can breathe.
Gurpreet ready to the task, wanting to spread that ball out really quickly for a counter-attack. Afghanistan coming back, closing down boys, giving them no time or space. But this was the previous attempt. India not being able to clear their lines, and a final shot coming through, and Gurpreet gathering it on the second occasion.
What a tester though, those three corners. I mentioned the phrase wake-up call, and it was. It's not going to be very one-sided, that is for sure.
Afghanistan will not back down. Even in the previous encounter, they had their chances. India did not take their chances. And tonight, India will have to take their chances.
Nikhil Pujari. Through a couple.
Nikhil Pujari just trying to go the whole way on his own. Gets a shot off finally. The ball ricocheting, getting back to him. Just trying to be a little careful, trying to take that shot through a few bodies, but Azizi just watching the ball go through wide.
Has made that right back's position his, Nikhil Pujari, over the last couple of years. Seems like a problem for Zelfi Nazari.
Nikhil Pujari not backing down from a challenge, making sure he puts a strong foot in. Probably one of the reasons why Zelfi Nazari seems a bit injured. This was the occasion where Nikhil Pujari, dribbling past a few players, going through a few challenges, gets lucky to get the ball back and finally gets a shot off, but just could not keep it on target. Didn't have too much pace on it either.
Back on his feet. Good fast start to this game. Lots of experience, of course, in India for Westwood. His last assignment was with Punjab, who are now in the Indian Super League.
I was a part of that squad, and one thing that was certain even in that squad was the fact that we were all really fit. So I'm sure this Afghanistani side has been put through the courses, making sure they're all able to play at the highest level, at the highest and the quickest pace possible to them.
Jeekson. Lots of pressure on Apuya, who's playing slightly further forward in this game.
For me, Apuya can play forward. He's got the vision to play those balls through, but Sharif right behind him. This was what was seen in the earlier fixture, the away fixture. Sharif just gets pulled out a lot from his centre-back positions. But even the referees will pay attention to him now. With his I-League experience, he knows the Indian circuit, and he has a tendency on climbing behind the back of players, and probably the referees will keep an eye on this one.
Afghanistan looking for that quick bounce again. Easily able to change wings as well, both Ahadi and Skandari. Fed into Omid Popelze. Beautiful cut for Skandari. Habibullah Askar, who's playing at right back. Nicely done by Subhashish. Now the press works out for Afghanistan.
That's confident play, composed play from the Indian boys, even with pressure coming on, just trying to create triangles, moving the ball across. And at the end, Afghanistan just winning a throw-in.
Igor Stimac telling the press that he's not putting a lot of pressure about the future on the team. Likes to soak up the pressure, soak up responsibility. But he needs a result, and he needs it now. And he needs it in this particular game.
Getting a result tonight just gets the Indian team 1 foot into the next round of games coming in the World Cup qualification. And all the boys, not just Igor Stimac, even the boys will have that in their mind, that the pressure might ease moving on to the next set of games for them if they can get a win against Afghanistan. They've not beaten them in 5 occasions.
But a lot of tight games, Robin, and that's the problem. Not a solid, confident win for India. Yes, there's been a winless phase for both of them. But Afghanistan also managed to get something, or almost get very close to a result every time there's a game against India.
Oh, absolutely. And at the same time, if you look at the previous 5 results, even for Afghanistan, they've got wins against Mongolia.
Manveer. Apuya. Tried to cut it back, wins a corner.
Apuya moving forward, trying to take some space and get that cross in. Gets blocked off by Zelfi Nazari on that occasion. But when you've got deliverers like Brandon Fernandez, even set pieces could be an idea for India to get a goal. And in modern day football, it's a very important part of any team to be ready to create set pieces of their own.
Bit of a talking to from the referee, Mohammad Al Hoish from Saudi Arabia. Lecture for Hanifi, who's marking Manveer. Brandon delivers towards Beke. It's wide. Took a deflection on the way.
A deep set piece coming in. Rahul Beke getting some space for himself. Gets a deflection on the way. Coming from Akbari, Rehmat, who's got A-League experience of his own. But Beke will be happy. He got away from his man. He'll want to get away one more time. And maybe we can see a variation from the Indian team now. Maybe there could be a set piece that they've had practice at training routines at the training ground.
More happening. And players crossing the goal line. That's what the referee is trying to stop. Brandon once more. This time the keeper's gone up for it. Here's Jeekson. Nice cushioned ball for Manveer. Little dink towards Subhashish. Easy for Azizi.
Subhashish getting some time and space in the box, but just could not get any power behind that. But there's a quick counter attack coming.
Popelze. And try to reverse that. Wanted Tawfiq Skandari to continue his run.
Skandari has been very attacking through that left side of the pitch. Popelze just wanted that run to be continued. A good ball through from Azizi, trying to make sure there's no time for India to come back, settle in into shape, trying to hit them on the counter.
This team has gone into his favourite squat position, getting nutmegged in the process as well.
He's gone into a think mode, trying to unearth a new idea where they can hurt this Afghanistan team.
It's also about the expectations, Robin, and over the last few years, especially with the Indian Super League and how far we've come, players are now more well known. They do things for their clubs that it's not always possible to do for the country.
And he's spoken about this earlier, saying a lot of the boys that he prefers playing as strikers sometimes are played out of position when it comes to club football. And that's something that always bothers him to an extent, on how they have to change and adapt to new positions coming onto the Indian team. But in professional football, especially modern day football, a lot of coaches want total footballers, where if they have one position, they'll want one or two more in their locker, especially the likes of Brandon, who can play on the left for FC Goa, is now deployed down the middle as a number 10. And at the same time, Manveer, yes, he's made that right wing his own, but he wears a number 9. I know exactly where he should be playing.
But this is more familiar. Manveer down the right, Liston down the left. You see there from Mohan Bagan as well. Playing more as pure wingers rather than wing backs who can attack.
But we can see every time the ball moves forward, if one of the wingers or one of the attackers that need to be chasing down, is Manveer helping Sunil, with Brandon just sitting in.
Zoe Amiri taking a risk, just getting away with it. Skandari. And again, trying to take on Nikhil Pujari. And Pujari does well.
With Pujari's pace, you're not getting past him, and the desire that Pujari showed just to make that ball his, making sure that he cannot get past him. Just puts in a sliding tackle. Also made sure the ball doesn't go out for a corner, because they've seen how dangerous Afghanistan team can be from those set pieces.
Will be taken by Askar. Skandari. This time he has that yard over Nikhil Pujari. And into the box as well. It was cut back and then sent out by Anwar Ali. And then it's over. Hanifi with the attempt.
Afghanistan causing problems to this Indian defence one more time. And Skandari with his footwork just dribbles past Nikhil Pujari. It's physical as well, just making sure that ball stays in, gets a cut back. And then the final shot just gets a block off Anwar Ali, who steps up very well on this last shot. Wavered from Mehboob Hanifi.
And good feed from Mahadi. This is good play from Afghanistan. They waited for the first 10 odd minutes and then suddenly have some more control now. Rahmat Akbari plays it out wide. Here's a Hadi. He's looking for that reverse ball for Purples there.
There's good work from the Indian team, making sure they're compact and nothing gets through the middle. They'll deal with the crosses with the height of Subashish, Rahul Beke and Anwar Ali down the middle.
Purples there. Beke had the ball and then Purples quickly onto him.
There's no lack of physicality from both these teams. Both teams putting their bodies on the line, making sure they get something out of it. And Purples there just a little stronger to get the ball under his control, but just could not keep that shot on target.
Slightly impatient, Rahul Bheke. And now Popelze has the ball. Ahadi one side and picked out.
There's an interesting tactic being deployed from Ashley Westwood. Every time Afghanistan has the ball, Sharif Muhammad just becomes a centre midfielder. You can see the likes of Amiri playing the last man, but his counterpart, Sharif Muhammad, number 21 in the middle.
That's the risk they need to take, and now India need to take one. Apuya. Here's Manveer. Was on the lookout for either Liston or Brandon. He found nobody.
India trying to hit Afghanistan on the counter. He wants the team to be wide, but Apuya, when that ball's played through, you can see the number of bodies. He had the opportunity to just play that ball along the ground or even find Brandon at the other end, but misses both Liston and Brandon out completely.
It's almost as if two players with a tendency to peel away down the left, both getting caught in the middle. Brandon obviously does that, steps into the middle. Liston usually stays out wide. One Padra Banali looks on.
He'll be looking on, he'll be wanting to do better.
Chhetri. Not enough power on that pass. Liston was brought down. India have a free kick.
India have a free kick in a very dangerous position. That'll give the opportunity for the likes of Rahul Bheke, Anwar Ali and Subhashish to come in the box. But before that, Liston tried to get free, but just gets the foot stuck in alongside Akbari Rahmat, who gives away that free kick.
Have to make most of the set pieces. Brandon on the pitch. He's got a special delivery on him. Now, will it be flat or will it be a floater? Brandon Fernandes should be easily dealt with. Ahadi nicely between two blue shirts, and Brandon gets a yellow card for that.
Brandon Fernandes knew Afghanistan were on the counter and the foul was the only thing that he could have done. But that's good work from Ahadi just to get through a few challenges, and then Brandon pulling him down. But it all started from Brandon's delivery. That was not good enough, in my opinion. He has the ability, he should be whipping that in with more power for the likes of Subhashish, Manveer, or even Rahul Bheke to get at the end of alongside Sunil Chhetri in the box.
Ahadi is causing problems, the 24-year-old. Lots of experience in Finland. Nikhil Pujari not happy with that decision.
Nikhil Pujari getting sold with a touch from Sharza and giving away a foul. But this Afghanistani side, I said this earlier, they will not back down from a challenge. They are a physical side. We saw that in the previous game, and India right now are finding that difficult to deal with. It's a proper Ashley Westwood side. Physically, they want to be there. They will run you down for 90 plus minutes if they can.
Kandari. Well done by Manveer. Here's Jeekson. Subhashish. Almost a great ball, but Azizi saw it early. Great decision from the Afghan goalkeeper.
That's very good awareness from Azizi to just make sure Sunil doesn't get anything on at that ball. If just that had a little bit more curve on it from Subhashish, Sunil Chhetri would have gone through. But that's a good idea. That's good vision from Subhashish to just find Sunil Chhetri on the counter.
Very measured. Has been having an exceptional season for his club.
Leading Mohun Bagan Supergiant. A physical presence in that defence for the club. And has that vision and confidence to just play that ball through. But we have to keep in mind there was a bit of rain and Guwahati. The ball just being a little more slipperier than usual on this ground.
Jeekson. Brandon. and Liston Colasso.
That's better from the Indian team, just wanting to rotate that ball a little bit, move the Afghanistani players in and around a little.
Subhashish. And the cross is wanting.
Subhashish just got a little too much of the ball on that cross, but that's good work again from Liston Colasso, just finding Subhashish on the overlap. And Subhashish just could not wrap his foot around to find either Manveer or Sunil at the end of that cross.
Couple of chances created in this game already. This is the first one for Manveer, massive chance.
One of the biggest chances of the game. Sunil Chhetri turning the ball, just hits the post on his try, and then Manveer just getting it over. But Zohaib Amiri on the other end just gets a header, but Gurpreet equal to the task.
Have to add more bodies into midfield as well. Igos team match will have seen Ashley Westwood's tactic of bringing in Sharif Muhammad into the middle of the park. Popelze. Skandari.
Great communication from Gurpreet to the rest of his defense, making sure he gathers that ball, tries to release it, and does so very well to find a Puya.
Rushed. And went for the Hollywood pass.
There was options on both sides. Liston on the wing with Manveer to the right of him, trying to find that cute little ball, but just had too much power on that.
Jabbar Sharza was interested in that.
Good understanding between the two strikers for Afghanistan as well, between Popelza and Sharza, just playing off each other, helping each other out.
Just got confused once when Popelze let the ball roll and Sharza was not ready for it. And when Skandari cut the ball back for them. Very energetic strike pairing. And this time just slightly overzealous.
Over eager to win that ball back. Jeekson with his footwork gets past the first challenge, and Sharza just pushing him off, using too much of his hands for the referee's liking.
Manveer. Nikhil Pujari. Amiri's touch. Brandon regathers. This time cleared away with more distance on it.
That's good closing down from the Indian team, just making sure they can win that ball back if they can under the 5-second rule. If not, just coming back into shape, letting Afghanistan have the ball in front of them, not hurting them while they're at it. But the cross is the idea, the tactical display from India to just put those balls in have to be better. They've lost out on a couple of occasions, although the ball hasn't been that great.
Liston inviting a challenge and inviting a foul and winning a free kick.
Liston has pace to burn, and he's got a lot of confidence to do exactly that. Pushes the ball out of the way, and Mehboob Hanifi just giving away that foul. And now even more dangerous for the Afghanistani team to deal with Brandon on the ball. For the first few 30 minutes from Liston, whenever he's been on the ball, he's looked confident, he's looked hungry to make sure he can get that jersey, be it for club and country, into that first 11.
Zoe Bamiri will get a talking to. Many a battle these two have fought. Brandon delivers. It was low and towards Chhetri. He wanted more elevation on that.
That's the second delivery from Brandon, and he has to do a lot better with the ability that he possesses. He's supposed to be causing, or he'd like to cause a lot more dangers inside that box.
Just the sheer amount of time. It's probably one of those things when defenders try to disrupt the things inside the box, and the set piece taker is just waiting and waiting for 30, 45 seconds. It's taking just too much time on the ball, overthinking it and then getting it completely wrong.
But at the same time, it also gives you 45 to 30 seconds to get your breath back, to compose yourself, be focused at the task ahead.
Fair point. Here's Jeekson. Manveer wanted a give and go with Apuya. Brandon looking for Chhetri.
Sunil Chhetri trying to win that header, or trying to go for that header between two Afghanistani defenders, and Azizi coming from the back. But Brandon on the ball, just trying to find that run over Amiri. But Azizi present, aware of that long ball that could be played, and ready to cut that out on every occasion if it need be.
Subhashish robust.
One of the reasons why Subhashish is brought into this first 11 is to add that bit of physicality that we know Afghanistani players brought in the first game, and that's exactly the one of Amiri coming from behind Sunil, not giving him any time to get that ball under control. Just to cancel that out from the Afghanistani side, Subhashish is in the starting 11 today, with his experience, with his ability, alongside that physicality that he brings.
Almost a wonderful exchange between Liston and Jeekson. Ahadi. Subhashish just enough on that.
India also need to find another plan B. They've tried to put the ball in, and Sharif Mohammed and Amiri have dealt with it alongside their wing backs. If not that, India need to be playing that ball a lot quicker through the middle.
Manveer, but Chhetri was there. They're asking for a handball. It's a penalty. Yellow card for Zohib Amiri, and India have a chance to score.
Manveer whipping that ball into a dangerous area with space in front of him, and a dangerous ball whipped in. Amiri completely using his hands. A penalty on any given Sunday. The referee absolutely right to give that yellow card as well. Nowhere near the ball. Amiri uses his hand and gives away a penalty.
Sunil Chhetri has the ball. It has been 7 games since he scored his longest goalless run for India in 14 years. Scored in his first, in his 25th, scored in his 50th, in his 75th. Scored in his 100th. Scored in his 125th. and scores in his 150th. Worth the wait and worth its weight in India's blue. 1-0 in Guwahati.
Sunil Chhetri, captain, leader, legend for a reason. 150th appearance in 94th goal. 2 decades of this man scoring goals for the national team. Adds another goal, adds that bit of composure in front of goal for the Indian team. And tonight puts the Indian team in front of a goal needed very, very much so. And now he'll want that composure back one more time. The pressure is off, the confidence will build.
And now they will search for control. And Guwahati sees another Sunil Chhetri goal for the Blue Tigers. And this time Subhashish, did he overstretch? Yellow card out for the number 3.
Subhashish earns his name into the referee's book with a sliding tackle, which is a little late on Popal's eye. But this is the composure that Sunil Chhetri will want from his side now. Igor Stimac will want that composure from his side now, because you're most vulnerable to concede when you've just scored. And this is a very important goal for the Indian team.
Almost had them for 40 minutes. Ashley Westwood. Fine margins always define this fixture. Long, long way to go for the final whistle.
The half-time talk will completely change for Igor Stimac if it stays this way for the Indian team. But this man, 94th goal for country. 2 decades of him playing in the national team jersey. 2 decades of him scoring for the Indian team, scoring under different national team coaches, bringing his experience under every coach that he's played, and leading from the front to his side. Brandon on the ball, earning his side a free kick. And now Afghanistan will have to step out. Now Ashley Westwood will need to step out, because his team talk will have to change. As you said, almost had them.
Oh, almost had the ball, Sunil Chhetri. He just floated over Amiri and he did not expect it.
Amiri missing that ball completely. Sunil Chhetri was ready. The foot was out, but there was a slight bit of touch coming from Amiri. A little unlucky Sunil Chhetri on that occasion.
Ahadi tries to curl it in. Good idea.
Has the confidence to curl that ball in, has the ability to curl that ball in, Ahadi, but just couldn't keep it on target. Jeekson just getting injured and winning that header, but the curling effort, had the curl, had the intent, but just didn't dip enough to trouble Gurpreet in goal.
A plan was in place from Afghanistan, and there is credit to them coming to India with all the difficulties behind them in the way they've prepared. India always favourites though. Home territory in front of a packed crowd. One of the most settled football calendar, football season.
Sunil's parents present in the crowd as well, watching him play his 150th appearance today, and he's gifted them with a goal on his 150th appearance. Sunil's absolutely started the party in Guwahati, and he'll want to continue that till the end of 90 minutes.
Brandon. Peke.
42 minutes on the clock. I'm sure the idea from Igor Stimac will be to control the tempo of the game right now, take this lead into half time, see this half out for the next 3 minutes plus added on time. But a 1-goal lead is never enough, especially against an Ashley Wentworth side who as the game goes on will throw everything at this team.
Skandari. Oh, he caught late. Rahul Beke says no. A referee says yellow card. It was Sharza who he fouled.
Sharza with a good touch again to just get away from defenders. This time it was Rahul Beke playing that ball off to Popal's eye, and Rahul Beke just with a stamp, earning his name into the referee's book. This is where India have to be careful now. Rahul Beke on a yellow, Subhashish on a yellow, Brandon as well on a yellow. They don't want to be competing against this Afghanistani side with a man less. Probably a thought in Igor Stimac's head at the end of the half.
Apuya was tracking his man. Brandon has looked up. Liston can run, but he can't control it.
That's a good ball from Brandon. Liston had space, but just the touch was wrong. Good vision from Brandon, but he could have opened his body to the left. Decided to go on his stronger foot to his right. But the Afghanistani defenders just staying alongside him, making sure he does not get that touch. Askar with the last touch to take it away from Liston. Could have opened his body towards the left. Had space, had time, get into the box and make it difficult for defenders to then tackle.
Has not scored for the senior side, Liston Kolasa. Brandon letting the ball skip away from him. He's got to be careful.
Brandon just needs to be a little more calmer. The ball getting away from him. He needs to be aware that he's already on a yellow. Needs to see this half out and let Igor Stimac decide what he wants to do.
Hadi. Header was easy for Gurpreet.
That's good work, that's composed work from Gurpreet just to gather that ball, slow it down. But Shars are winning that header, trying to flick it onwards towards Gurpreet's goal. Just didn't have enough direction to beat Gurpreet. Ready, just straight back into the hands of Gurpreet.
Excellent outlet, Liston Colasso, and India have used him time and again. Tried to find him with that long ball.
As the game goes on, they also have Changde and Vikram present on the bench if both Manveer and Liston Colasso run out of steam on any occasion. There could also be Mahesh who can come in for the likes of Brandon and play that number 10 role. He's got that composure, that touch to just turn in small spaces. Brandon being on a yellow could be a thought for Igor Stimac.
Now Mahesh Nauram has been playing at number 10 for his club. A couple of fixtures there. Liston. Touch takes it away from him. Here's Brandon. Trying to look up, measure something, play safe.
Seemed like he wanted to find Manveer on that long ball, but just didn't have any time and space from the Afghanistani team players.
Jackson. Subhashish with a foul as well. He's also on a yellow card.
Subhashish pulls out of the challenge but still gives away that free kick. Ashley Westwood from the sidelines, not happy, wants that second card. Hardy just moving that ball out of the way and just clattering himself into Subhashish. Referee also having a word with Ashley Westwood, just asking him to just simmer down a little, if not calm down.
Hardy's ball. A flag went up. Very busy. Yeah, Brandon Fernandes heavily involved, playing at number 10 but also peeling away to the left side. Half-time whistle is gone. Sunil Chhetri with a goal on his 150th appearance for India. Manveer with a missed chance very early on, and Zohaib Amiri also with a header, but he gave away the penalty from which Sunil Chhetri scored. Afghanistan have been solid at times, adventurous at times, but India have held firm and they have control with a 1-0 lead in Guwahati. At half-time, India with a narrow lead. Second half coming up soon. India with a 1-goal lead. Sunil Chhetri leading the team talk and also scoring on his 150th game for India. Would you like to see more from open play though?
We definitely will want more from open play. We've seen the ball go down the wings with Manveer trying to cross the ball, and that's where Amiri using his hands to give away that penalty to the Indian team. But the balls need to be better, especially to this left side. Liston has been taking the players on, but the crosses have to be delivered, and that long ball from Brandon has to be a lot better. Set piece deliveries from this man have to be better. He has the ability, and he can, and that's what Igor Stimac will want. And Ashley Westwood on the other side. The intent is clear now. He wants the ball played forward really quickly. He wants Afghanistan to press the Indian team back into their own half, make them make mistakes in their own half.
Afghanistan still difficult to break down from open play. India need another goal to be comfortable. And Chhetri with a handball in the opening play.
Manveer moving forward, winning that ball, and Sunil Chhetri just using a little bit of his hand to get that ball under his control. But that's a good start from the Indian team, making sure the ball goes forward early, and Manveer does very well to win that header, guiding it towards Sunil Chhetri.
Had a few chances of their own, Afghanistan, especially down the wings, entering India's box with ease initially. It is in these areas that they're doing well. Skandari's attempt, and blocked by Nikhil Pujari, and set up for Akbari. They get a corner, Afghanistan.
End-to-end action from both teams. India with the first attack, Afghanistan with the second. The first shot comes in from Skandari, gets blocked. And at the end, Akbari with his shot gets a block from Jeekson. And a set piece again. India will have to remember the Afghanistan team is dangerous on them, especially with the blocks coming in for Amiri to get free.
Sent in by Ahadi. It's again that near post. Brandon wants to find Liston. Pass needed more. A couple of changes were being readied by India, but still no sign on when they might come on.
But you can see the Indian team wants that bit of control, wants to control the tempo now, making sure when the ball is pushed forward, it's in a short pass. It's a pass that finds one of their own teammates, getting the Afghanistan team out of their own halves, finding that space for the pace of Liston and Manveer down both wings, and the pace of Sunil behind that ball that can go over the centre backs.
Afghanistan have scored just the 1 goal in this particular qualifying campaign in this group, in that 8-1 defeat against Qatar. Now Qatar, of course, table toppers, taking on Kuwait later in the day, midnight, that particular game.
India will have eyes on that, but for now they will want to keep their eyes on this fixture. That 1-goal lead is never enough.
Manveer and Azizi. It seems that the referee thought that he got enough of the ball, and he did eventually, but did he initially?
Brandon with a better ball over the top. Manveer almost getting at the end of that, but the keeper stood his ground, just pulled away at the end of it, and there was just a collision that the referee thought was the reason behind letting the play go on. He is having a talking to with the goalkeeper, making sure that the next time, if the occasion or the idea occurs, could lead to another penalty. But that's a good run from Manveer, and that's a better ball from Brandon.
Stuck in two minds, Ovais Azizi. Little push on the back of Nikhil Pujari by Jabbar Sharza.
India team seemed to be a little less under pressure after scoring that goal. Seemed to be coming into the rhythm of their own things. We all remember that run that India went on, their unbeaten run for a number of games under Igor Stimac himself.
Chhetri was looking for that first time pass for Manveer.
Sharif Mohammed in his way, blocking that ball that could reach Manveer. Manveer as well will keep running down that channel with his effort, his work rate. Is impeccable, be it for club and country. Now Igor Stimac has the ability to bring in the likes of Vikram Pratap.
Apuya. With that pass for Nikhil Pujari.
Jeekson playing that ball to Apuya. Apuya with a little flick on. You see Nikhil Pujari do this with Changte. Apuya just trying to recreate that with Nikhil Pujari himself.
Loves operating in that right channel now, Apuya. Being deployed there as well for his club this season. The referee wants it to be retaken.
What do they do now? Do they do it again? Or they change the set piece? They change the set piece.
Something similar. Brandon with a poked left-footed ball in. Anwar Ali was offside.
Change of set piece, but the ball from Brandon has to be better. Whips it in with his left foot. There wasn't much on it. And then Anwar Ali just straying into an offside position at the end of that.
Sharza stopped by Jeekson. Liston Colasso. As Afghanistan chasing him, Liston.
Nikhil Pujari doing well to just read that little touch coming from Skandari. That's a good little battle that we've seen on the wing. Skandari versus Nikhil Pujari, both trying to get the better of each other on occasions, and Nikhil Pujari winning the last two.
Especially in this half. Skandari did cause him a few problems in the first 45.
I'm sure Igor Stimac must have spoken to him and said one of the ways you can stop Skandari from causing issues is just close him down. Don't let him turn on you. Skandari, as soon as he turns, he can go both ways, which is causing Nikhil Pujari issues.
Jeekson. Manveer trying to turn Skandari.
Trying to be a little clever. Manveer, he had the option of just playing that ball back to Nikhil Pujari or holding that ball up for him. Gives away a free kick.
Akbari for a Hadi. Tried to send it in towards Sharza. Once again, too easy to get down the wings for Afghanistan.
Subhashish a little too tucked in, giving that bit of space to Hadi to run into the box. Had the ability or had the opportunity to take a shot at Hadi, but wanted to just play that ball across the box, trying to find one of his teammates. Finds an Indian shirt instead.
Here's Skandari. Sharza. Skandari once more. Having a very good game. The number 11 for Afghanistan. Plays for a club called B36 Torshavn as Akbari takes a shot. And that club, of course, in the Faroe Islands, 11-time Faroe Island champions. Here's that move again.
This time Zoeb Amiri tries to go up, but Rahmat Akbari takes a shot, goes wide. Skandari trying to get through the middle of players, wanting the free kick in the middle, but gets none of it.
Allianzwala Changte and Mahesh now are both warming up.
More pace for the national team to burn with Changte. Will come on either side for Liston or Manveer, and Mahesh can be deployed in that number 10 role because Brandon does have a yellow card to his name.
Really good pass from Jeekson, and Liston almost taking charge in the box.
Space in front of him. A good touch to take it away. But both these boys, Hanifi and Liston Colasso, battling it out with each other. And Hanifi at the end just gets a toe poke for the ball to go out for a corner. But now it gives the ability for again Rahul Beke, Anwar Ali, Subhashish to get into that box.
Brandon sends it in. Falls for Liston Colasso, went for a special.
Has the ability to hit that ball like a knuckleball, but again just gets too much on it. Afghanistan winning the first header. Liston with time and space takes a touch, trying to get that knuckleball to just come down, but just goes wayward. Couldn't get it to come down in time.
Excellent game down the left for Liston. Sharif Muhammad. Popelze. Fouled. Apuya this time.
Popelze and Shars are playing as two strikers for this Afghanistan team and causing troubles every time they're on the ball alongside Skandari.
Another tough, challenging game. Apuya and Jeekson very clean so far.
Apuya looks a lot more comfortable as well when the ball moves forward, with Jeekson playing that deeper role as a defensive midfielder. Apuya seems to be in control of that midfield, being that link-up play between himself and Brandon when needed, and trying to find the likes of Jeekson and Manveer alongside Sunil up front.
Sharza takes. Completely wasted.
Sharza takes, Sharza misses. Trying to hit that ball, trying to just trouble Gurpreet, but just gets it from the outside of his foot. Ashley Westwood would not be happy with that. He's seen what his team can do when the blocks are in place and the ball gets whipped in for the likes of Sharif and Amiri. You'll want more of that.
Really good response though from Afghanistan. After the break, seem to have regrouped. India have had a few opportunities. Nothing clear cut. Apuya stays down.
Apuya goes up for the header. Gets a bit of a knee to the side of his ribs. Or a kick, if you want to call it, from Mehboob Hanifi. Looks like he's in a lot of pain at the moment. A spot of bother for Igor's team match at the moment.
He seems to have been split open as well. A little bit of skin. Now worrying in case he has to come off Apuya, because that particular area can be very sensitive to impact. I talk about the impact that the Guwahati crowd has made.
Guwahati fans making themselves heard, being loud and proud behind the men in blue. The Blue Tigers will be happy with the support they've got. And all the dignitaries in attendance will also be happy with India being in the lead, I am Vijayan being one of them. But we all know that one goal leads are never enough. He will also want another goal for this Indian team side to be there, be sure.
The referee did take a look at the damage caused to Apuya, but he still sent him away to get some treatment. Nothing given for that attempted winning of the ball. Chankte is ready. Skandari. Almost kept in by Ahadi.
Good crossfield ball coming from the Afghani team again. Ahadi at the end of that one. But the ball again, because of the dew and the rain, just skimming past skipping on the grass, just could not control that ball on that occasion, Ahadi.
Can he ask for more from his team?
He'll want fresh energy to come in, because whatever he's wanted from his side in terms of intent, desire, hunger, they've shown all of that, but the end product has been missing. The likes of Skandari and Ahadi have been good every time they've gone into attack, but the end product from the likes of Popelzee and Sharza have been missing.
Really not happy with that decision, Sunil Chhetri. Is that a clean win?
Seems like a clean win to me. Strikers Union. Definitely Sunil not happy with that. As a striker, that's a fair tackle. I'll go up and win that ball every time like that. Some might call it bread and butter for me.
Nazari. Sharza. Skandari. Oh. Akbari with that attempted back heel.
Quick little give and go was the idea between Akbari and Skandari. But again, the dew playing its own factor. And Skandari slipping at the end of that. But India need to be careful. 60 minutes on the clock. Changes will begin to come in for both teams. And India need to lock doors if they want to keep this 1-0 lead in their favour.
The bibs on again for Changte.
Jackets off, bibs on. It's only time before we see Changte and now Mahesh also. Both of them will want to come in soon. We'd like to be a part of this squad and get that second goal, get that breathing space for the national team, for Igor Stimac's team.
It's become a bit stop and start for India especially.
Both players fighting for the ball. Bhaskar and Manveer, a little battle on that wing as well.
Manveer. Apuya once again involved. This time with Zelfi Nazari.
Apuya just giving away that foul and just getting tangled between himself and Zelfi Nazari. At the end of it, just moving away from that tackle. And the referee as well just asking for both players to keep their composure a little bit. Ends with a smile from Apuya.
Skandari again. Pujari gets it away. In steps Samiri. Now Jeekson has it.
Sunil Chhetri fighting for that ball. The ball being cleared from this Afghani team. But I think it's important for the Indian team to just control the bit of tempo of this game. Probably get Afghanistan out of their own half, bring them onto themselves.
Popelzee with time to shoot.
Popelzee with a shot, but just could not get it on target. But that's good play again between Sharza and Popelzee, the two strikers for this Afghani team. Gurpreet not happy with the closing down either, the shot going wide. But this Afghani team is building things. India need to cancel it out completely, close people down, probably make some changes need be from Igor Stimac's team.
Well, Guwahati has enjoyed it so far, but more spark required. The team has to respond to the atmosphere. the 65th minute's completion. Afghanistan will be the first team to make a change. Farid Sadat will be coming on. Here's Manveer.
Trying to find Sunil Chhetri or Brandon on that occasion. Manveer missing out both of them. That's good closing down from Nikhil Pujari one more time, giving no space at all to Skandari to turn. The change is being readied.
Popelze will be the player making way. Has a lot of experience, the number 19. On comes Farid Sadat. Jackson. Brandon fouled.
Rahmat Akbari giving away that foul on Brandon. But now we can see India want Afghanistan to come out of their own half, wanting to find that space for Liston, Manveer and Sunil behind. But these missed passes can cause issues because India have pressed on high, and Afghanistan has pace to trouble this Indian team.
Skandari. Akbari. It looks like India's change is ready. Sunil Chhetri will be coming off for Changte first. Papa for Brandon Fernandes. That's what we are hearing. And Mahesh Naurim for Liston Colasso. 3 of the front 4 will be changed. Meanwhile, Nikhil Pujari.
Nikhil Pujari just losing that ball out, trying to win a throw in from the opposition.
I almost caught the ball. Wonder what that was all about. Instinct, maybe.
Probably lost the ball in the lights. There's no other explanation to that handball.
So 68 minutes on his 150th game for India. 94th goal scored. The proud parents watching on.
Sunil Chhetri working hard for the 68 minutes that he's been on, and the fans appreciating the effort that he's put in alongside the goal that he scored on his 150th appearance in front of these fans in Guwahati, in front of his parents in Guwahati.
What do you make of the changes?
With Changte coming on, I can surely see Manveer playing that number 9 role up front, with Changte being on the wing, and Mahesh, like for like, Liston on the left. Mahesh will take his position as is. So the only tactical change that could be an idea would be Changte going in place of Manveer and Anirudh Thapa just sitting in there for Brandon. So it'll be like for like apart from Changte and Manveer, and probably will want that bit of figure of Manveer to hold the ball up.
Changte was offside, but now here's an example of what Thapa can do if he plays further forward in that final third.
And that's where he flourishes the most. He's just come on and played that ball forward. And Changte just barely being offside. Anirudh Thapa does play a more defensive role in his club. But he flourishes when it comes down to playing a number 10.
Hadi. Good work from Anwar Ali. Oh, it's deflected in. Akbari sent a shot. And it's through a crowd. And Afghanistan always difficult. Always fighting back. And with 20 minutes on the clock, it is 1-1.
Afghanistan finding space behind that Indian team defense. Anwar Ali trying everything possible. Bodies in the way. And the ball finally just ricochets, gets deflections, and ends at the back of the Indian team net. Goes through the legs of Rahul Beke. Afghanistan huffed, they puffed, and they finally broke the deadlock and concede that goal, India. Now the game is on. This is where India will need that goal. They have the fresh legs, especially up front. The front four to an extent is new. They will have the energy. They do need the goal.
Just the sheer timing of that equaliser. The occasion as well for both these sides. And immediately after the goal scorer was pulled off, India need to respond. And they must act. And they must act quickly and with precision.
India will not be happy with the draw today for sure, especially at home.
Changte sends it in. And here's Anwar Ali. Excellent clearance from Zohib Amiri. Anwar Ali winning it back. Jeekson. Too much on it for Changte. Afghanistan escaped. Mahesh. Foul given against Jeekson.
Jeekson just giving away that foul, but in my opinion that wasn't a foul. Zarfin Azari just colliding with Jeekson and the referee blowing the whistle for a foul. Afghanistan did try to take it quick. Referee pulling it back. But Rahul Beke, the last touch comes off him in the goal opportunity. Couple of shots, everything gets blocked, and the last one just goes through the legs of Rahul Beke. The shot coming in from Rahmat Akbari. But there's still time on the clock. Afghanistan will probably be happy with the draw, but India will want the next one.
Whistle went just before Farid Sadat tried to chip Gurpreet. Chetri is not on the pitch. India are chasing a game.
Even at the beginning of that attack, the defense looked a bit unsettled when that ball got played over. They looked out of position.
Thapa.
Manveer Singh trying to get at the end of that ball. Anirudh Thapa wants a foul. Just right before that ball played through, there was a slide that came into him. Changte could have been an option, but he just had the little slip before that ball could be played through to him. But you're absolutely right. This is what Anirudh Thapa can do when he's been played into a number 10 position. Has the ability to just put that ball through the eye of the needle, find his teammates, find that ball with the right amount of pace.
Askar is in trouble. Igor Stimac. A little bit of trouble being felt now with 15 minutes left to play.
He'll want a result tonight. He did mention some strong words if he could not get the result. He's had his fair share of losses. He's had a very good run of games being unbeaten through the process. But this result will be very important. It does keep them in second position in the group, but they'll want that win.
Sadat. Skandari shifting it out wide. Subhashish clever to keep his feet. Askar. Skandari in a pocket of space, and he tested Gurpreet.
He saw that ball late, but does well to get a palm to it and a strong hand to it.
Another warning.
Skandari causing problems to the Indian team again. Cuts in this time, goes past Jeeks and gets a shot. Gurpreet saw it late, but does very well to get a strong hand to it. The shot had power, it was going towards the goal. But Gurpreet with a very strong hand opens his body up, stretches himself, and gets a good save for himself as well.
CR Sadat is coming on for Habibullah Askar. A like for like change. He will go in at left back. Can also play in midfield, the number 2. And his first clearance is half hit. Now Changte. Abuya. Swings it in towards Manveer. Beautiful ball for Ahadi. He's on his left foot now. Tucks it in for Sharza, who's unable to control that. And India very nervous when Afghanistan attack.
Rahul Beke just clearing his lines, just aware of that touch. A little lucky that touch, the final touch got away. But Farid Saadat, he's come on, he's looked dangerous. Did try to turn. And Sharza at the end of that just could not control that ball, open his body up to take that shot off.
They're just trying to pump up the rest of the team. The complaint will be that India had the lead, but they did not have the control of this game.
We always spoke of the same, that the 1-0 scoreline is never enough. It's a very dangerous scoreline, and this is exactly why. A couple of shots coming from the Afghani team, and the final one coming from Rehmat Akbari, going through bodies and getting the equalizer. But it brings you back to the same shot or the chance that Manveer had. How important was that?
It's also about controlling the game at 1-0. 1-0 can be a good score. It can be 3 points, but you have to keep that lead. You have to control the pace and the tempo of the game.
You got to be compact. You got to be aware and communicative. Also to know where your teammate is, know where your man is, your teammate's man is, and block all of that out. That whole attack began with the Indian team defense being a little unstable, especially on the right side with Subhashish. That's where the attack came through, and the final shot coming from Rehmat Akbari to get the equalizer.
Nazari sends it forward. Farid plays it back. Moved on quickly for Thapa. Mahesh picks it up. And out Chante.
Chante wanted to take the defenders on, but two of them came together to just stop his pace. Sadat, the new man in, playing as a wing back, pushing Chante back towards their own goal and finally giving away a throw in.
Into the last 10 minutes then. Very similar situation in that game in Kolkata as well. The Asian Cup qualifiers. All goals coming very late. Sunil Chhetri scoring in the 86th. And the equaliser came from Zohaib Amiri, and the winner in added time from Sahal Abdul Samad, who continues to be injured. Mahesh. Cut back for Thapa. Thapa again, but Sharif Muhammad in the way. They're all lining up until Apuya just scooped it back into no man's land.
India trying to release a few shots off their own, bodies being put on the line from this Afghanistan team. And finally the ball just going towards a goal kick. Chante with that shot, blocked. Sharif Muhammad with that kick before Anirudh Thapa could get at it. That was going towards goal. That's good defending from the Afghanistani team, and Sharif Muhammad just clearing that ball before it could reach Anirudh Thapa.
And that's the first time that India have applied collective pressure on Afghanistan, in the box and on the edge of the box.
All began with a back heel from Anirudh Thapa and could have just ended with a goal from Anirudh Thapa, but Mahesh doing very well to send his defender both ways, left and right, before putting that cut back in.
Thapa. Chante. Nikhil Pujari for Manveer. Big leap. And the header off target.
That's good work. Nikhil Pujari with the dangerous ball in. Chante keeping that ball in play first. And then Nikhil with a dangerous delivery. Manveer does very well to get in front of Zohaib Islam Amiri to get that header. Gets the power, but just could not keep it on target. That's good work. The intent is there. The attacking intent is there. They have to keep pushing now to get the winner. They've been in this situation. You can see Nikhil Pujari saying the same thing. We just need that one opportunity. They're looking for that. They can smell it. They have to take advantage of that. If you need another attacker, there's Vikram Pratap, who's also on the bench. You can put him on. With the season he's been having, I'm sure he'll be hungry to get another goal.
Apuya.
Something has to change for this team. There needs to be an influx of energy, be it an attacking fullback or an out-and-out attacker. India will want to win this game today.
Vikram Pratap is ready to come on. Yeah, that's what you saw when Mahesh Gowli just spoke to Igor Stimac 5 minutes ago and asked for confirmation on that change, and he just nodded his head. And Cheekson will be coming off, so he's throwing everything now.
That's a very good change. Apuya can play that role. And now Vikram, I think it could go into with two strikers being up front and Apuya just sitting in that hole with Anirudh Thapa. Anirudh Thapa still being the man that can control the game from the middle, the attacking midfielder. But the signs were clear. Vikram Pratap coming on and saying exactly that. Two strikers coming on. Two strikers will play together. We will go for the win.
Mahesh. Thapa. Finds the gap and finds Subhashish. And now Apuya.
Tries to take a shot with his weaker foot. Subhashish was present on the left. He's put the first cross in. So that deals with that. But as soon as he's gone past the first man, Subhashish on the left could have been played through. Just to whip that ball again. Do what you're good at. Do what is right. Do the simple things right.
Peke. Mahesh. Vikram Pratap is offside.
Vikram Pratap coming on with his energy, just straying offside a little. But from this angle, it looks onside. Referee gets that one wrong. We have the ability to see a replay, but the referee, I'm sure, saw something else and saw Vikram Pratap offside.
Oh, Gurpreet has given away a penalty. And this could go from bad to worse for India. Into the book. And with very little time on the clock. This is how it happened.
Farid Sadat takes a touch away from Gurpreet. Gurpreet tried to get out of the way, but momentum just taking him through and just giving away a penalty with 3 minutes left. This could cause problems for the Indian team. They will want to get at least a draw if Afghanistan score from this penalty.
Incredible moment in this group, in this game. Afghanistan can go above Kuwait with a win. They can force India to win everything that's left in it. Sharif Muhammad, who's played for Mazia, Churchill Brothers and Gokulam, all known teams in the Indian football circuit. Sharif Muhammad puts it in! And Afghanistan with an unlikely lead in Guwahati. India trail with minutes left.
Sharif Muhammad knows the country. He's played here for a while and now he finally puts Afghanistan in the front. Ashley Westwood came here with the intent of getting 3 points and he's on the verge of doing exactly that, causing a lot of sadness to these fans. They came here to see the Indian team win, but at the moment they are looking at a loss because this smiling assassin has given Afghanistan the lead in the 87th minute. Sends Gurpreet the wrong way and puts it in the bottom corner, giving Afghanistan the lead. 2-1 Afghanistan, the game's on. Now India will throw everything at it. The little fans that have come here for supporting their country will go back with smiles.
Thapa. The slight touch, it will be a corner for India. Papa. More pressure. More expectation. More weight on the shoulders of each and every player in blue on the pitch right now. Afghanistan were expected to wilt. You can never, ever predict a result in this sport. 5 minutes have been added on.
Five minutes have been added on, and now India team will try to throw everything at this Afghanistani team.
Shankar. Papa's given it away. And he's given away a free kick in a quest to win the ball back.
Anirudh Thapa just chasing down Skandari, who's been dangerous throughout the game. He had the opportunity to cross that ball. Manveer was in the box present. Anirudh Thapa tried to dribble and loses that ball.
What a coup this could be for Ashley Westwood. The return of a former winner in India. Zelfi Nazari. Papa with the steal. Foul on Manveer. Akbari into the book.
Mahesh wants that ball. Azizi just taking that ball away as far as he can from the situation, giving Afghanistan some time to settle in, also run some seconds off the clock.
Hanifi into the book, pardon me, not Akbari. Papa delivers, it has pace. Azizi was fouled.
That's a lot more dangerous delivery getting whipped in, but Azizi brave to come out for that ball between bodies at the height for Manveer and Anwar Ali to try go meeting it. Anwar Ali on that occasion, and Azizi clattering with Amiri, just injuring himself a little.
Both the keepers, just in case they're required. Some leaving, some staying back. That unerring belief, the hope that kills fans so often.
Some of them still staying in with a hope that this result can be turned into at least a draw with 3 minutes left on the clock. Mehboob Hanifi was booked earlier on that challenge with Manveer Singh.
It would be a first win for Afghanistan since October 2023, when they defeated Mongolia in the qualifying round, first leg. They defeated Mongolia home and away. And they did that on the back of that 8-1 defeat to Qatar and a 4-0 defeat to Kuwait. That happened immediately after those wins. So the group did not start very well for them. They've suffered, they've struggled.
They'll be happy with their result tonight, especially after the results that they've faced. Speaking to Ashley Westwood earlier, he did say there's a lot of positives to take, and the result is round the corner. That corner's been reached, and now they'll want to keep that result just the way it is, get a win against India after 5 games.
Ahmed coming on for Sharza. Not long left. Probably a couple of minutes will be added on for the treatment that Owais Azizi needed in goal.
Afghanistan defending deep now, defending compact, with just Fareed Sadat playing that number 9 role up front.
Vikram Pratap into the book. It seems like he went up with an elbow.
Trying to just get momentum to win that header, giving away a foul in the meantime. Mahbub Hanifi getting the end of that arm on that foul. He's got a big leap on him. Vikram Pratap just does win the header. But it's a very tricky situation on as a striker or as an attacking player. When you do jump, rarely will you see anyone jumping with their arms just close to them. Their arm does lead. It's the intent of the arm that, according to me, comes into question.
They've done ever so well since taking that lead to control this game. Keep the ball, slow it down, not allow India the time, the space, the opportunity.
No risks being taken from Afghanistan, trying to control the tempo, sending that ball as far away from their goal as possible. India need to step up in these dying moments, need to put the ball forward, find the likes of Manveer and Vikram Pratap.
Everyone will be sent forward. Gurpreet will take this. He's just been turned away, and it's going to be Thapa. It's in the box and instantly out.
The attack needs to be controlled. The ball that gets whipped in on the second occasion has to be controlled.
Mahesh, Anwar Ali, Manveer Singh, and Changte for Vikram Pratap. In comes the cross. Has been cleared away.
Amiri putting his body on the line, making sure that India do not score. Vikram Pratap whips that ball in low and hard and goes away for a corner.
And they've changed the decision. They have changed the decision and turned it into a goal kick.
That was never a goal kick. Amiri had all of that ball to be cleared out at. But this puts pressure on Igor Stimac now. What does he do?
What an incredible result for Afghanistan. And one simply has to be fair to this country for this achievement. Because so many times this sport is the only thing that keeps them going. Meanwhile, for India, a massive disappointment, giving away a 1-goal lead. and allowing Afghanistan to fight back and win. They never surrendered, did they? And Sunil Chhetri and his expression says it all.
The Indian team just could not get total control of the game. Sunil got the opener, but Afghanistan just kept coming at them. The fans going back with a smile on